Welcome back to another TK Breezy video. Summit is right around the corner. Yep, that's happening next week. It's actually happening like next week, literally from this day. It's Thursday, March 16th, the first day of Summit. Everybody here is like, yeah, I'm in the video. They're in the video. But you know what's funny? Is the stuff that's coming out of this here Summit picks and things like that. Now this Summit lineup I think actually looks pretty nice. I have no real complaints. I definitely see people agreeing with, or I see some things that I could agree with, but I really don't care at the end of the day. So let's talk about it. This is the Summit lineup right now. We got Kurama, Apollo Kage, Tweak, Light, Spargo, Big D, Akola, MK Leo, Gluttony, Proto Banham, Hbox, Aaron, Natoru, Mutace, Void, and Riddles. Now, the people that I've seen get the most, like, the hell's going on here is Hbox, obviously, but you know, he's got money and a lot of fans, so it's easy to get him in. Void, because he hasn't really been playing that much, but he has been hardcore practicing lately, so he could potentially make some crazy upsets, who knows. And then Natoru, because people don't really know him like that. I will also say I don't know too much about Natoru. He was at a tournament that I did get to cast, but I don't think I got to cast any of his games. So he's probably the one that's getting the most attention, even though it should definitely be Hbox. Like, the fuck are you doing here, my guy? Come on. Like, wonderful. Come on, my guy. Anyway, that's still my guy though, so I'm not even mad. Like, it's gonna be, if Hbox gets a W, biggest pop off you're ever gonna see in your fucking life. And second, he's gonna be great content. So we'll never ever be mad at Hbox being in the mix because I like to see players who got content. Hbox might pop off every stock instead of game, depending. But anyway, so right now what we're talking about here, because everyone, you know, Hbox, they can say whatever about Hbox, he's still winning. Like, he is one in life. He is one of the most known smashers who's giving back to the community. So clap it up for Hbox with the coin boxes and all that other good stuff. So regardless if he does absolute shit here, someone always does absolute shit at Summit, you know? Y'all spent however much money to get ZD in there for him to get clapped by everybody in the first Summit, and I'll never forget that. Anyway, moving forward. So because of that, we got some tweets like this, okay? You got Jordan FGC, who was the main character of everything that's happening here, saying he circled this, and then he put, they just be letting anybody in, right? So that was you know, that was the start of everything. That was basically what started this whole thing. So with that being said, let's go and look at Natoru's stats real quick before we get really in here. Natoru got 7th at Colossal. Big shouts to A Smash player, Airhead DK, for putting this out there. 7th at Colossal, 5th at Tech Republic 6, 9th at 95 Kings of Fields 2, and 25th at Double Down 22. So not a result I think I would like to put out there like that, but let me go ahead and see who he lost to. He beat Cola at a recent event. Who beat Cola at a recent event? Natoru? All right, so he got 25th, which means he is on this page. He lost to Apollo Kage and Base Mage. Okay, respectable losses here, especially with Apollo Kage because he's also in Summit. And then yeah, Base Mage, which I think if that's just, I feel like everyone will probably lose a Base Mage at least one time in their life because that's just not a matchup most people know. Chag also placing 25th whilst being another person in this story, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, he's done that. Good job for him, right? Hbox quote tweets this and says, "I'd put 10K down on Natoru steamrolling you in Ultimate without having to think about it. Put some respect on his name." To which then Hbox thought about it and said, "Shit, well now we got to see this happens. We got to see this happen. 10K is probably egregious, but I'm more than happy to host an exhibition for where both players attend. We need more salty sweets anyway." So he definitely thought about it and was like, "Damn, 10K, what the fuck?" So, you know, he got the likes, and then he was like, well, shit, y'all weren't supposed to like that much, but it is what it is. So that may or may not happen. You know, we'll see how that if that goes down. But Jordan FGC comes back, fires back, said, "I'll put up the same amount you put up. Never heard a dude in my life. He got to earn that fucking respect. I dust this dude, no cap." Right? And then said, "People know who the fuck I am, but it's funny. The tweet I posted has like 60% of comments saying who is blood, and HBox says bet. So says he wants to do a 1st to 10. It's gonna be worse than what he did in Summit. A lot of confidence coming here from Jordan, because again, this is another player I don't know too much about. I've seen some people in the comments saying Jordan doesn't play as much because he's got his life together and he's doing real life shit, which I'm happy to hear. I always like hearing people do real life shit. But they feel like he would be around top 50 area. So I was like, cool. So then Chag comes up and says, tell me you're American without telling me you're American. And then Prodigy says, you know what? I got 100 on Jordan. He can beat Chag too. And Jordan says, oh, that's a given. I've already beaten the best Palu in the world multiple times. Second and third best mean nothing to me. And Chag says, who are you? And then he says, the person who's not going to lose to a second-rate Palu, and you shouldn't be asking who I am unless you're trying to money match me and want to lose money you don't make at tournaments. And he said, talk all that shit. It won't change anything. We money match at the next major we at. And he said, say less. So there's two different setups, okay, for Jordan to make some bread. He can make some bread if he beats Natoru, and he can make some more bread if he beats Chag. So yeah, Jordan was talking that mess today. In fact, there was a really good tweet in here that I saw earlier. I hope I can find it again, because man said I put the same out. He said, you don't know who he is, but you're confident you dust him. The bio does say gambling addict. To which Jordan says, the definition of gambling is to take a risk to receive a reward. I feel no risk in this situation, so I'm more investing than anything. Bro, why? Okay, this is why you can't. This is why you can't. You can never out shit talk black people, bro. You will never out shit talk black people, bro. I don't care if he gets smoked. I'm gonna remember that this tweet is either gonna be the best tweet I've seen or moments before disaster. There's no in between, bro. There's literally no in between. He either gets absolutely smoked and then everybody brings this tweet up forever and then he's the laughing stock for the next week, or he fucking finesses the shit out of both these guys, becomes the hero of the Smash community, and then this is gonna be like the most quoted tweet of all time. There's no in between. There's no in between. So that's what's going on with Summit right now, outside of, this being the last Summit, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, Natoru getting into this Summit has ruffled a couple feathers. It's been a real interesting time on the timeline with getting all this going through. And it's interesting too, because I feel like that happens almost every Summit, where there's like one or two people that get in and everyone's like, what the fuck is that guy doing here? And it happens to be this time one person thought it was Natoru, and then everybody else thinks it's HBox. So I'm interested to see how this one plays out. I really do hope they get to money match, because that was just a lot of shit talk in one sitting. Like, I mean, between first saying Natoru, who I don't even know if that guy has responded, by the way. Has Natoru said anything? Is he even on Twitter? Let me go look. So, all right. Well, we got one tweet of him just saying, thanks, bro. It says, as someone who has fought him twice, Natoru is literally amazing at this game, and I think he would do well at Summit. And he says, thanks. And I think, and then he says, oh, and then he does respond to HBox. He says, thanks, King, I will. And I mean, look, the thing is though, like, I also don't know shit about Jordan, so he could actually be a hidden boss. He could be a hidden boss. Now, do I believe he is a hidden boss right now? I'm not sure. But he could be. And I hope all these money matches happen between him and Natoru and him and Chag, and then we get the craziest aftermath of whatever happens after that. So yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it. That's what we're talking about this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you watch Summit next week. It's gonna be a great time. And also make sure you watch TK Breezy streams and hit the sub button and all that other good stuff. If you haven't hit the sub button here on my YouTube already, then do that, and then come over to the stream, hit the follow button. If you really like the content, then hit the sub button as well. Very much appreciated. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.